Okay, Isla says, how does unlearning help with the shock of realities that were hidden from us? I also work with those involved in the extensive trafficking that people don't realize is in every level of our institutions. Michael says, does Charles see also a danger of getting isolated, withdrawing from the world, from participating in a discourse, from changing things together? Victoria says, why unlearning? It doesn't seem that we ever unlearn anything. It seems like you're talking about presence and implicit bias or putting things or people in a box. It's more of an openness to what is.
So starting with the third one, quite simply, an openness to what is involves unlearning. For most people, I mean, unless you never developed belief systems that become entrenched, for most of us, openness requires putting something down. Second one, again, I'm not suggesting that we withdraw from the world of the news and civic participation as narrated by the news. I'm just saying, as we participate, let's become aware of and give some attention to other sources of information. And maybe sometimes you do withdraw, actually. Sometimes you do isolate yourself from that. That's what a fast is. You're pulling away from normal life for a while to see what's there. But it's not a permanent thing. And in fact, when you step back in, you are more effective, more informed, able to see a bigger picture. And as for the first one, yeah, the human trafficking, when you peel back the veil of normalcy and the conventional story of how the world works, there is an awful lot going on that is just shocking to our sensibilities, and that just egregiously violates what we think we know. The way that the world works, for good and for ill, is so much vaster than the simple narrative that we've come to accept. I would say that we've been told, but it's not so simple as, a bunch of controllers telling us what to believe. They themselves are caught up in unconscious ideologies and mythologies. And what's really going on here is inconceivably vast. But I'll say that we are in a time of revelation. The information that shatters existing beliefs is knocking at the door more and more insistently. And at some point, we can choose to open that door, to let the new information in, and to expand our beliefs to incorporate that new information. Because a lot of times we compartmentalize it. I don't know if anybody watched any of the UAP hearings, that the latest set of them a few days ago in Congress. Again, like extremely credible witnesses, from the military, testifying under oath that, our country has recovered alien craft and stuff like that. I mean, what do you do with that information? How many people really incorporate that into their worldview? Or do you just kind of keep it in a separate category because it doesn't fit? Well, that's another example of what's knocking at the door and wanting to be let in. And it will knock louder and louder.